Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome to Second Commerce Business Studies online classes. In this class we are going to discuss the fifth function of management, that is controlling. See, planning is a process by which an organization's objectives and the methods to achieve the objectives are established, where in the function of planning. But whereas controlling is a process by which the actual performance, which directs the actual performance of an individual or the company against the planned goals of the organization. That is controlling. So control is a primary goal oriented function of each and every management because it is a process of comparing the actual performance with the set of standards of the company to ensure that the activities are performed according to the plans or not. Suppose if the activities are not according to the plans, then the management need to take some corrective actions to achieve the goals of the organization or to achieve the objectives of the organization. Every manager in every organization, every manager need to perform the function of controlling. They need to monitor and they need to direct his subordinates. So controlling helps the manager for effective monitoring, and the process of controlling helps the manager to take corrective actions in the given timeline to avoid companies from loss. So controlling is a process of or comparing the actual performance with the standards, as well as we can say that controlling is a process of ensuring that the activities of the organization are performed according to the plans or not. Okay, so managers at all levels, it means what? It may be the top level or middle level, all supervisory level managers or the management need to perform the function of controlling to ensure that activities are performed accordance with the predetermined plans. To achieve the objective, they need to monitor each and every activities of the organization. So this controlling helps the manager for the easy comparison of the actual performance of an individual with the standard performance. Okay, so the meaning of controlling is what? Controlling is a continuous process which involves it is a process of comparing the actual performance with the set of standards of an individual or a group or the employees. We can say that employees or the department, different departments with the set of standards to achieve the common goals of the organization. So each and every organization faces the necessity of controlling like other managerial functions. So according to Wundt and O'Donnell, he defined controlling as, or the managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard and the deviation and the correction of deviation to assure the attainment of objectives according to plan. It means what? Controlling helps the manager to analyze the performance of the individuals. It means subordinates or the employees of the organization with the set of predetermined standards, and if necessary, if need, it helps to the manager to take corrective actions to overcome some of the problems, and that controlling helps the management to achieve the overall performance of the organization. So already I told that each and every organization faces the necessity of control like other managerial functions. So here we need to understand the concept of importance of controlling. Okay, so controlling is a fundamental process, a fundamental activity of each and every organization. Each and every organization need to perform, different departments need to perform the function of this controlling, because to ensure that whether their activities are performed, whether that all other activities, it may be the production or it may be any other activities of a management, is performed according to the plans or not. To make sure about that, they need to, manager or the superior need to perform this function along with other functions of a management. So here some of the importance of controlling are: accomplishing organizational goal. The first importance of controlling is to accomplishing the organizational goal. See, the controlling function involves the progress towards the achievement of organizational goal. Always, every manager tries to achieve the performance of each and every individual by proper motivation, by proper instruction and all. So this here controlling also focus on achieving the organizational goals. See, this controlling helps the manager to identify the deviation. How the deviation will be identified? Deviation will be identified only when the manager is able to compare the individual's actual performance with the set of standards. So, by comparison of individual performance with the actual performance with the set of standards, he can able to find out the deviation, and the deviation helps the manager to take corrective measures to overcome such negative deviation. If negative deviation, manager can easily solve that problem. Okay, so accomplishing organizational goal. Always this controlling function helps the manager to adopt some of the innovative ideas to achieve the organizational goals, and this helps the manager to take corrective action at the right time for the success of an organization's objectives. The second one is judging accuracy of standards. Standards is a set of actions, okay, set of actions relating to a particular job on which the actual results are to be evaluated. So when we are fixing the standards, that should be scientific, moreover it should be flexible and reliable, and even it is understandable to each and every individual of the organization. So this controlling helps the manager to test the accuracy of the standards. So we should know that when we are setting the standards to each and every individual, that should be set according to the objectives of the organization, and it should be set scientifically. Okay, so it should not cross the objective of organization, it should helps to achieve the objectives of the organization. So controlling helps the manager to test the arithmetical accuracy of the standards, or to test the accuracy of the standards. Okay, so controlling helps the manager to whether the standards are inaccurate, helps the manager to identify that standards are inaccurate or not. Okay, so making efficient use of resources. Of course, this controlling function always focus on helps the management to use the available resources. It may be physical or it may be human resources. Always those resources are utilized effectively and efficiently by the management, because management always guides each and every subordinates to use those available resources in an efficient manner. Maximum utilization of resources, how they can use that resources, because they are provided by instructions by the management. Clear instructions are given by the management, given by the superiors to the subordinates, how we can utilize the available resources in an efficient manner. Always superior tries to give a proper instructor to utilize those available resources, and always in the process of controlling, subordinates are always under strict control of strict observation by the superiors. So then subordinates can effectively use. They need to use the available resources in an efficient manner, right? So always manager gives guidelines to the subordinates how they can use or utilize the available resources. So controlling helps the management to make use of available resources in an efficient manner, because here wastage also minimized, because each and every subordinates are frequently checking by the subordinates about how the subordinates are working in a workplace, how their activities are going on, whether they are following the instructions or not. Frequent checking is made by the superior. So here subordinates can utilize the available resources in an efficient manner. So improving employee motivation through the medium of controlling. Manager tries to motivate employees. Here, employees are aware about that each employees are evaluated by their superiors. So they are work with complete frequent checking or personal observation by the superior make the subordinates to work with complete dedication. Because each and every subordinates are under the strict control or strict observation by their superiors, so they are able to work with the complete dedication. Okay, so and also here who are the, say for example, if any worker or if any employee is work beyond the standard output, they will be appreciated. Suppose 50 units is a standard output, so an employee is produced 55 units, he will be appreciated and he may be rewarded with the, okay. So controlling helps the manager or the superiors to strict observation, and it also helps the subordinates to motivate superior to motivate the subordinate. So improving employee motivation by proper instruction or through the proper appreciation and all. Okay, ensuring order and discipline. Here controlling is a process of measuring the actual performance with the standards, and here superiors frequently checking their subordinates activities and all. They are continuously giving some kind of instructions to the subordinates how they can achieve their work targets and all. So always under the strict control by the subordinates are always under the strict control by the superiors. So here what we can say the manager can minimize the dishonest behavior of employees. Dishonest behavior of employees such as like theft or delay in work or showing some kind of laziness in the workplace. These all are minimized because subordinates are under the strict control of their superiors. They are frequently checking, superior frequently checking their subordinates performance, right? So here they can superiors according to the instruction which is given by the superior, subordinates need to perform their functions. So managers can maintain discipline within the organization, and the subordinate need to follow the order which is given by the superiors. Facilitating coordination. See, coordination among all department is necessary in each and every department within the organization. Why this coordination is necessary? To achieve the overall objectives of the organization. This coordination is very, very necessary. Coordination among each departments and cooperation between employees is necessary to achieve the objectives of the organization. Say for example, the supply orders by the sales department depends upon the production department's schedules and programs. See, here we can say that each and every department of the organization are interdependent. How we can say that? Say, the supply order by the sales department, it depends upon the production capacity of the production department. Always management need to understand or need to know about need to produce the goods or need to produce the goods according to the supply orders or the according to the order received by the order received, okay, according to the order received. Production department need to produce the goods according to the order received. If not, there will be deviation. So if deviation arised, if positive deviation, then it is benefits to the organization, but if it is negative deviation, then it is effect to the entire organization, then management need to take corrective action at that time, okay. So facilitating coordination, always manager need to coordinate, need to maintain coordination among the individuals as well as among different departments for the success of an objective, for the success of the objectives of the organization. So these are all comes under importance of controlling. So accomplishing organizational goal, judging accuracy standards, making efficient use of resources, improving employee motivation, facilitating order, ensuring order and discipline, facilitating coordination. Move to the limitations of controlling. Here controlling have some of the drawbacks. The first one is difficulty in setting standards. So controlling is a continuous process, right? Controlling is continuous process, whereas standard is a specific set of actions which relates to a particular job and on which the actual performance are to be evaluated. That is called as standards. Always controlling is a process of what? Comparing the actual performance of an individual with the set of standards, Why we need to compare those standards with the actual? Because to find out the deviation and to take corrective action for the improvement purpose. So this setting standards is a difficult process. Why? When we are fixing the standard, that maybe in the two different categories, when we fixing the standards, that it may be quantitative standards or qualitative standards. Fixing the standards based on the quantitative measures, such as how we can fix the quantitative standards. Examples for the quantitative standards are quantity, on which the quantity of the products, it may be in units, or cost to be incurred at the time of production, or the revenue to be earned at the time of sale. These are all the examples for quantitative standards. What are the qualitative standards? So management can fix the standards to measure the performance in the form of qualitative standards also. So for example, fixing the standards based on the employee satisfaction or consumer satisfaction, employee morale, these are all comes under qualitative standards. But when we fix this, when the organization fix qualitative standard, then it is difficult task to measure the performance of employees or the organization. So measuring the satisfaction level or measuring the employees morale, it is a difficult process. So for that reason, it is better to fix quantitative standards for the easy comparison. So we can easily compare when the standards are in the quantitative form, then managers or the management can measure the performance of individual, actual performance with the standard performance. So when we fixing the standards, that should be simple and that should be reliable, right? So moreover, these standards are set scientifically, okay, that standards should achieve the objectives of the organization. So following all these characters, all these concepts is difficult to the management, okay. So that's why we can say that when fixing the standards is time consuming and somehow expensive. So it is fixing the standard is a difficult process. Little control on external forces. Of course, many external forces are affect the organization's performance. External forces like economical, social, technological factors are affect the organization's performance, like changes in taste and preference of the consumers, or the changes in their customs or the traditions, or changes in economic factors like changes in the interest rate, tax slabs and political factors, all those factors are directly affect the activities of the organization, but these factors are beyond the control of the management. We as an organization, as a top management of an organization, we can predict some of the problems within the organization. Say for example, we can control the internal problems or the internal affairs, forces of the organization, like we can control the behavior of employees, or we can maintain healthy environment within the organization to improve the organizational performance and all, but we cannot control the external forces like political, it may be the political, technological, social problems. So this is mainly these external forces give some kind of disadvantages to the activities of the organization. So these external forces are beyond the control of an organization. So we can control the internal forces of an organization, but we cannot control the external forces. So it is one of the limitation. Resistance from employees. When in which organization there is a strict or there is an efficient control system, then there is a strict control to their subordinates. It means our superiors are frequently checking their subordinates' activities in one or another way. Okay, so but resistant people, individual resist such what we can say resist the strict control by the superior. They feel that they are all, each and every activities are controlled by the superiors, right? So these kind of behavior of employees also considered as a limitation of controlling, because here freedom is very less to the subordinates. Each and every activity is performed as per the plan. If not, they will take corrective action. It may whatever it may be, they can take any action. It may be against the employees also sometime. So resistance from employees, always monitoring by the superiors, always frequent checking by the superiors, personal observation. These kind of behavior of the organization may give some kind of irritation to the employees. So resistance is possible in such cases. Costly affairs. Costly affair. This controlling is considered as costly affair. Why? Because this takes time, money, and management need to invest to take some controlling, controlling measures and all. So that's why it is considered as costly affair. So a small enterprise cannot afford to invest lakhs together amount or a large amount to implement, to adopt a control system and all. So that's why it is considered as costly affair. So our expense, we should note that our expense should not cross our income, right? So manager should think that they say if he implement any control system, that he should know about, he should make sure about that that benefit is more than that expense, right? So how he invest to implement such controlling measure, that benefit should advantage the organization, that the expense or the investment should give some advantage to the business, right? So it is considered as costly affair. A small organization don't have or the capacity to invest a large amount to implement some controlling measures and all. Okay, so these all comes under limitations of controlling. Difficulty in setting standards, little control on external forces, resistance from employees, costly efforts, because this controlling comparison of actual performance with the standard performance, or taking some measures or take some corrective actions at a corrected time. These are all time consuming process, and the management need to invest some amount for those process and all. So these are all comes under limitations of controlling.